Hey everybody, welcome to BrickVault, and in front of me I've got the Pteranodon Chase Set from the latest Jurassic Worlds line. It is set number 75926, has 126 parts, and sells for about $20 in the US. It has two minifigs, Owen, and a tracker, plus a Pteranodon of course, and a somewhat decent build for a Jeep. Being the smallest set in the wave, it does have the technically worst part to price ratio, being at 126 pieces and selling for around $20, at least in the States. That's not particularly great, and I think the fact that it comes with a really nice looking Pteranodon is part of the reason why this particular set is a bit overpriced. And you are going to notice that as I go through this line of sets. In general, the Jurassic World wave just is a little bit more expensive than maybe the average wave of LEGO sets from other themes. So I'm going to go through this starting off with the minifigs first. So let's take a look at Owen. Owen has a pretty decent print that shows off the sort of sweater shirt thing that's, halfway buttoned up the chest, and around it is wrapped with a brown vest that is made apparent with the brown piece used as the torso. And you can see the shirt print printed onto the front that matches up with his arms. A bit of copper detailing was used to highlight some of the chains and stuff on the front there, which pops pretty well. And this is the first time, I think the first time, that the Chris Pratt character, whether he's Star-Lord or Owen, has gotten a new facial print. He's a bit more scruffy this time, he's got a bit of a mustache now, and also his character just seems to have a bit more emotion or expression for both his primary and alternate expressions. It just looks a little bit better, and I think it matches up maybe with the personality of this guy a little bit more. As for the tracker, this is a pretty standard print that we get for several other sets, and it's a really good sort of tactical gear print. I think my favorite bit of printing for this character is probably the solid print we have for the knee pads, and they remind me a bit of the printing that we got from the LEGO Batman movie police officers, though this time there's no letter insignia sort of saying where these guys are from or what department they are. They're just kind of unlabeled, and I like that. It's a little bit more open for maybe custom building and stuff like that. And also you notice that the tracker has a female face print with these defined cheekbones. I wonder if that's supposed to be for a certain character that maybe is in one of the scenes, or perhaps it's just kind of a good, unique face print to have. Her alternate expression is pretty darn good, and yeah, I'd say the minifigs are pretty solid here. Let's move on to the Jeep, or at least I'm calling it the Jeep. And I'll say, on the grand scheme of things, this Jeep actually looks all right. There is a little bit of awkwardness. I'm not really sure how to feel about this extra bit of sort of a foot pedal here, or a foot pad for getting in and out of the side of the Jeep. It looks like the designers figured out early on they weren't going to be able to fit two guys in there, so they just made a lot of space and just added on this open area just for one minifig to fit inside. And you can hear that little bit of rattling around, and that is because, well, it's the Pteranodon Chase, and you can understand maybe why the Pteranodon might be chasing the Jeep. At least that's the narrative within this set. So you have a Pteranodon egg in the back that kind of rattles around, and of course, don't want to hit the plunger too much, but we have the net launcher. In essence, the net launcher works a bit better than the previous one. The design is still relatively new. I think it's still part of the 2018 new parts piece, but you can shoot it out. Well, you have to have a little bit more power than that. Let's try flicking it. Oh, that's much better. Yeah, I had a lot more power that time. Let's see how far it'll actually shoot. Oh, it's a little low. Whoa, that went really far, all the way over there. Maybe just angling it straight and seeing if I can get him on the ground. That was pretty good. Yeah, I got him. Anyways, the net launcher works, and I think it definitely looks a little bit better than the older one. What else does the Jeep have? There is a little clip for holding onto a wrench. This is the little sticker detailing for the license plate in the back. And in general, I think the wheel well pieces look all right. It's a pretty iconic look for these outdoor rugged kind of vehicles. There's still more sticker detailing on the front here. And yes, that is a sticker detailing here. There are prints. There's actually some pretty cool Jurassic Park or Jurassic World prints in the set, but unfortunately the small one here doesn't really come with that. All in all, I'd say it's a pretty rideable thing though. Let's get a minifig in there. Owen can fit inside very easily. Also, I didn't point out before, but these doors can actually open up. So that's just kind of a nice little added function. But yeah, Owen fits inside, anybody can sit there, and it works out pretty well. Now, as for the Pteranodon, I think my favorite bit of this creature is the fact that we got this incredible bit of molding that goes between the olive green and this nice dark red. See how the wing fades in with the color there from the green to red on both sides? That is the mold of the plastic, not the print on the wings. At least I'm pretty sure. You can see there's a more specific mold between the green and the red there, which matches up. And then when you get to the top of the head, that is printing. That's not a different bit of red and green plastic that's molded mixed up with each other. That's definitely a consistent print. But it's great here. This is kind of a softer bit of rubber. The mouth can actually open up, and there's a little bit of tension there. And the reason why is so you can fit an egg quite easily into the mouth of the Pteranodon, and it just slides in there. It stays there pretty darn easily. I wonder if a minifig can fit in there. I'm not entirely sure. Yep. Yeah, so that's great. That doesn't have any clicking function. It's not like the other mouths, and also the head can flip up and down too if you like. Anyways, I think the detailing and the construction, the actual mold of the Pteranodon works pretty well. It's just a couple of little clipped on pieces. And this is, of course, one of the primary reasons why this set is definitely a higher part to price ratio. In conclusion for this set, I would say it's all right. It's about average on my list. It does get docked a little bit for being the most expensive part per price out of any of the other LEGO Jurassic World sets from this wave. It's a little bit understandable though. Usually the smallest set in a wave does have the highest part to price ratio. That is a little bit understandable with the Pteranodon, but the Owen minifigure as well as the Tracker minifigure I think are going to be repeated. A lot of the prints are. And the Jeep is okay. It's definitely not my least favorite vehicle within the wave, so that's a good thing. The net launcher works pretty well. You can get a minifigure in and out very easily, and it's your pretty straightforward starter playset for the Jurassic World line. Oh, hey everybody, hope you enjoyed that video. I just wanted to pop in really quick and say that we do have a web store, BrickVault.toys, that sell instructions for super high quality mocks that are built by incredibly talented designers. So that is the first link in the description below. And also there's other videos too. We've got other things if you want to watch that. All right, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.